Each year at BrightStar, hundreds of our clients and their families send stories of how they've been touched by BrightStar's care professionals to nominate their caregivers for making more possible for our annual Caregiver of the Year award. In 2013, we surprised these special caregivers with a celebratory reveal event to let them know that not only were they nominated, but that they were finalists and would be invited to BrightStar's annual conference to be recognized for their dedication, compassion, and hard work. The 2013 Caregiver of the Year finalist, Melinda Comeau, came all the way from the BrightStar office in Hartford, Connecticut. This is Melinda's story.
Well, Melinda came to us from another home care agency. So she had worked in group environments, in facility environments, but had already made the choice to work in a one-on-one home care situation. And then came to us from one of our competitors because, again, as we discussed, this is some years ago now, as we discussed at the time, the ability to give the one-on-one attention and really invest in her client and in getting to know them. And she felt with the other agency she had been at, she was just turning, just rotating a little too much, wasn't able to build some of those connections the same way that we told her she could at BrightStar. It's certainly the caregiving, and that caregiving instinct is a base part of becoming a certified nurse's aide. But beyond that is the heart. It's beyond the clinical skill, it's the emotional skill, it's that sense of appropriate ownership, if you will, of that client relationship. It's part of a team. She teams with the office, she teams with the medical team, she teams with the family, but really knowing that she is his go-to person and vice versa, and taking that as a very serious aspect to her job. Makes her certainly a standout in the Hartford office, but certainly I think a standout across BrightStar as a whole.
More in the home, you can encourage them to do more for themselves, and that is so much more important because they need the motor skills, and the fact that they're home, they automatically get up and do things because they feel comfortable there, and I think everyone needs to feel comfortable.
Melinda Comeau was honored today. Melinda takes care of a man named Joseph Lossing who suffers from dementia. His daughter nominated her for the BrightStar National Caregiver of the Year Award. She says she's grateful for the care Melinda gives her father.
It felt really nice to feel appreciated, and that knowing that all your caring doesn't go in vain, that somebody really is out there thinking about you once in a while. And just knowing that you get up and do the right thing every day makes a world of difference. Not because you want recognition, you really don't care, but it's nice to get it.
After the reveal event, because Melinda knows her client so well, she's such an advocate for him and so in tune with what his needs are, she was able to advocate, encourage, insist, cajole, as needed, his medical team to get him to the hospital and from the ER to be admitted, and able to take care of something that was very, very life-threatening. And because Melinda's advocacy for Joe, Joe is home again now, but Melinda was with Joe at the hospital, stayed with him at the hospital. So even with the memory loss, the hospital stay for Joe was not nearly as disruptive as we've seen for other clients, and I know that Melinda has seen with other folks she's supported in the past. So that advocacy, that's that Caregiver of the Year piece that's beyond, above and beyond what the calling is, and it's to really make a life-saving difference to our client.
If you treat others like you want them to treat you, you automatically fit in, and that's how I think people's dignity and how they keep themselves in the house and making sure they look good every day. Because, they can't do it for themselves. Just to know that he actually does feel good makes you feel good.
And the care that Melinda provides to Mr. Lossing is also care that she provides to his daughter Karen and to his niece Cora, because they know and are comfortable and confident that their dad is okay. So they're receiving care and respite, even though they're hours away or hundreds of miles away or across a snowbank somewhere. And those are sort of the silent clients. Those are the other family interactions that we at Bright Star strive to help with, and that particularly the Lossing family and Melinda's support of all of them is so instrumental. And it's an exceptional woman in an extraordinary industry and a really lovely family. So we're so touched to be able to have a Caregiver of the Year from Hartford representing the Northeast region.